What's going down, Commanders? I woke up to a bunch of PMs today about this. It looks like Operation Warm-Up Round Rerun announcement has been posted by Kixeye Drake. I'm just going to read through it and discuss it maybe in between, or I don't know when. Right, hi Commanders, October is coming and with it, Nightmare. This year's Nightmare we're offering a special unique unit, Knox. The death-dealing Reaper will mow down your enemies like wheat in a field. Excuse me. And will be perfect prize for this season of terror. Right, there's a big problem I see with this. Kixeye have only been putting out one zombie event per October. It used to be two or three events, all zombie events in October. If they're putting out one Nightmare event in October, just one, why are they putting out a unit for this that specialises in doing killing in this event? It's a bit baffling. Right, to give you a head start on earning Knox, we'll be rerunning Operation Warm-Up Rounds from September 23rd at 10 a.m. p till September 26th at 10 a.m. p.m. PDT. The event and store will be exactly the same as last time. The only difference is you can earn up to 40 parks for Knox in this rerun. Knox will require 50 parts to unlock, and you'll still need to get the final parts during Nightmare to unlock the unit. But you'll be able to get the major. Hang on, let me restart that. But you'll be able to get a major lead on now, so you'll be able to unlock him faster when the event's available. What's the point of making the unit? We get the unit. I know what it's designed for. It's designed for us to coin. But surely we should be getting the unit before the actual Nightmare event. It would make more sense if we was actually getting the unit so we can get it building. We can get a few levels put on it if we wanted to before the actual Nightmare event comes, so we're prepared for the Nightmare event. It makes no sense. It makes absolutely zero sense. Right. Yeah, I just can't see why they ain't just chucking the whole unit in there and just saying, look, get it built, get it ready, Nightmare event is coming. They did this last year with the fire tech, I believe. It was too close to the event that they put the fire tech out for the units. It was way too close to the event that hardly anyone got it leveled up. I just don't get why they just put the unit in the fucking game, 40 parts. What's the point? Get it in the game, get the players building it. The coiners are always going to coin it. Trust me on that. You might get a few more over the event. It all depends on how heavy they are on the build time. If the build time's a 7 day, most people ain't going to use it in the event. Simple as that. If there's no gold sale, I sure as hell won't be fucking getting anywhere close to putting it in. And when I mean gold sale, I mean 30% gold sale. You won't see me buying at 15%, 20%. It has to be 30% or above. Right. Unlike last time we rerun an event, this one will be a true reset. So all leaderboard points and store purchases will be reset. This is a big part. This means you can get some more logistics, upgrade logistics for your Technical X, your Hyperion and your Commandant. So if you need them 3 units, you need them upgrade logistics, you can buy some more in this coming event on the 23rd, which will be Friday. In addition, there will be a use it or lose it period after the event ends Monday at 10 a.m. PDT. Last 24 hours, you have to spend your remaining points. Right, I've heard it on the grapevine. I've just seen something. Knox is going to be infantry, so basically, it's going to fuck up your. It's Kixeye's way of actually getting more coin out of us. Being infantry, I thought Knox would be an air, being similar to what Nyx is. Knox is, I've googled it, it's Latin for night darkness, or it's Greek for the goddess of night. I just don't get what, it's just greed. It's just pure greed that's coming out of Kixeye right now. Especially if this is going to be like a 6-7 day build time and 5 day fucking upgrade per level. It's just, I don't know. Maybe they won't go so greedy. Maybe it will be 80 parts or 50 parts. Sorry, for the unit. What are they going to be at? 500,000 each. I'm going to see a lot of people complaining about this. I liked last event. I thought it was more in kind of to what Kixeye was of old. The difficulty was up there, but I can see the other players' faults, issues even. Where Kixeye what they need to do is ramp up the difficulty over the next 6 months slowly, not just go from volume 1 to volume 11 and turn it full blast on us and fucking go, there you go, get on with it. I can see the problem because so many players are so used to fucking just Ruby and bases, they've forgotten how to use their units. They've forgotten how to pick a base apart. They don't understand it. They don't get it. Their brain ain't ticking like that. And it's probably good for Kixeye, but I know a lot of people that are just not doing the events anymore because their brain can't. There isn't enough time for them to adjust. So that might be something that they can look into. Right. Anyway, while we have the rerun events the last 2 months, this will not be something we plan on doing again for a very long time, if at all. Last month we did it because we knew many players missed out because of technical issues, and this month there was an extra week in the schedule, so it provided a good opportunity to give players a chance to get a head start on getting the special unique unit for Nightmare. It doesn't say factionless, it just says unique. So has it got a faction? And to catch up on the prizes, the rerunning events. But rerunning events like this will not be something we'll be able to do in the future. So be sure to take advantage of this opportunity while we have the chance. I don't think a lot of people is going to be happy to see this event return. This is one that they chalked off as a loss for them. I'm talking for the players, not Kixeye. Last time they done the rerun of the event, they actually made it harder as well. They actually ramped up the levels on the go-go bar and defense lab. Even some of the units were touched, because you could tell because they had fucking minus health on their bars. You always know when Kixeye touch things. I don't know. I don't know whether this is a good thing or a bad thing. I don't know why they're withholding so many parts. This is only 40 parts, and then we get the rest of the unit on the Nightmare event, which is wrong. They don't even know how the zombie events work. They just change the narrative to suit their fucking. Basically, the zombie event used to get a main zombie event, whatever it was called. Then you would get the Nightmare version of the zombie event, and then probably later on in that month you would get it used to be what's that base defensive one called? I forget what it's called. What was it called? I'm gonna have to Google it. Kixeye events, War Commander events. Hang on, bear with me, guys. I can't remember what it's bloody called. It used to be called No, not Invasion. Onslaught is what it used to be called. We used to get an Onslaught. So it used to be main event, main zombie event. Then it used to be a Nightmare version that used to be harder than the original event, with extra prizes, extra stuff in the store. Then we used to get an Onslaught, which was a zombie event. But before that, maybe very, very start of the month of October, we would get the fire tech bases. Kixeye would go out their way and change some of the other bases so they was full of zombies, so we would get used to fighting zombies. Like the Thorium bases, the metal bases. They used to put a lot of time into fucking October. It used to be the key event of every year. And now they've narrowed that down and they've streamlined it into one shitty event where they're trying to pass us off a unit that's supposedly to help us with this Nightmare event that we can only get on the day the Nightmare event starts. It don't make no sense. It's a shitty way of fucking going about doing things, really shitty way. Unless this is a free build unit, it wants to be a free build unit at 50 parts. In my opinion, they're really going all out to make sure everyone's fucking coining as much as possible. And you're just going to turn people away. You're going to turn your regular customers, people that spend a lot of coin in the game, they're going to start questioning why why they should keep doing it, because the shelf life of units is so fucking little nowadays. Within 6 months of us having a unit, that unit is now out of date. So by the time what do we get first? Infantry. So by the time the air, then the tanks, and then the air come out. By the time them 6 events have gone, we get a new infantry that nullifies the original infantry. I keep saying this to people. Kixeye need to start fucking thinking about, rather than piling the fucking events full of new stuff, think about some of the old infantry, some of the Series 1 stuff. Put 10 more levels on them. But it doesn't need to be a new fucking unit every single fucking event. It doesn't need to be. 10 more levels on a Series 1 unit. I think it's 9 days to level 20. So whatever the next one is for that, it's that many days. It's actually a longer upgrade time than they've ever offered in the game. I'd reduce it if I was them, but it makes no sense just to keep dumping units, the same units, and they are. They're just a different fucking pattern, they're just a different colour, they're just made into robots. They do exactly the same thing as the original units we see in the game, just reskinned. It's a shame that Kixeye are just greedy. They're just a greedy company. They really are, and it's getting to the point where I'm questioning how much longer do I go on for with this, if they're going to carry on with the greed, because it's not fair to the players. It's not fair to especially the guys that go out and spend all loads of money, and by the time they've spent money, within a month, everyone's got the unit max anyway, and then the unit starts dwindling out of power. The power of the unit starts going very, very quickly. You know, why should they keep coining them all to max? They can just do it like everyone else. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. But anyway, guys, we've got a rerun of this event. There is an option to do it or not to do it. I would do it just purely for the sake is you've got the reset of the prize store, which means you should be able to purchase all the upgrade logistics for your units that you need them for. Again, unless Kixeye put a 7-day waiting period on them, then we can't upgrade. Then we can't buy them. But yeah, I'm not sure about this Knox. If it's one zombie event next month, what's the point of giving us a unit for that one zombie event? Hopefully it retains its power and it's usable in other aspects of the game. But the way they're selling it, this is what we need to do this nightmare event. They don't even know how the zombie event works. They palm us off with one event instead of a full month, a full schedule of zombies, where we just have pure fun. They don't want us to have fun in the game. They just want us entertained enough so we keep coming back and we keep throwing in a little bit of coin here and there, and the whalers keep throwing coin at everything that comes at them. That's the problem. Is the whalers just spend for the sake of spending. If they question things, they would Kixeye would have to rethink their strategy, I think. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Give me the thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you don't, and I'll see you. We will be live some point this week. I don't know what day, probably Thursday at this point. They've got to put the Knox into the game, I think. Anyway, take care all. Bye bye.